Here we have the hardware that is used to install the finisher to the Toshiba eStudio 4540 series machine. Basically two styles I'm showing. One is for the 1101, MJ1101. This one has a plate that was originally designed for the hole punch. If you do not have the hole punch, you can still use this. You may find one that does not have this part of the bracket, and that can be interchanged for it, and also in a pinch can be used to hold a booklet maker in place. Then we have the booklet maker one. You can see it has the pin, and it's pretty much the same as far as the latch. And as I said, the third latch that is available is a cross of these two. And we also have the original screws. You can see the two that go on the bottom. The shaft is a little thicker. This one that has the longer one goes on front. The one with the thinner one goes on the bottom, and the thickness of the shaft is the same as the top of the head. Then you have the two that the shoulder is a little smaller that would go on the top. Now, very often these are not available to hook. You can substitute longer standard screws, will also work. Okay, the finishers come with two different styles of locking bars. The one that's on this one, if you notice when you pull this out, it's spring loaded, it goes back on its own. When you line this up with those brackets on the copier, you pull this out, the rear will engage with the latch. And then you need to use this little bracket here, and it inserts right in here, straight up, and one screw holds that in place. Now, if you look over here on the other finisher, this one, the bar is actually fixed. That's one piece, and when you lock it in place, pushing it in, it will engage both the front and rear at the same time, and you will not have to do that extra piece. They both lock on at the same time. This is the finisher that has the spring-loaded bar that only latches on the back. If you notice, you'll see the white piece that is spring-loaded, and nothing engages on the front. And what you'll want to do as you line it up, you will hold the bar out and slide it into place, and then close it, and as you can see, it's latched on. And now on the front, when you put it in, basically what will be happening is this will go through and engage like that. Pretty simple. Now if you look on the other one, we have the same two holes, but in this case, you'll notice both the front and back engage at the same time. So when this is in place, you have one in the back, and you close it, both latch at the same time. I have gone ahead and I have removed the rear bracket, and I'm going to go ahead and install the one for the non-folding or MJ1101 finisher. And this time I'm going to use the non-standard screws. First we'll take one and put it into the bottom. You don't have to go all the way down with this one. And go ahead, slide this on, and we can go through with this, lining it up through the hole. Now this one, a little more play, so you need to eyeball it. And what I do with this is with the top one, tighten it till I know it's all the way down, loosen it a hair, lift that whole bracket straight up. And that helps compensate for those large shoulders not being there and should make it align with the finisher properly. Okay, now I'm going to show you how you line the two up, which is pretty simple. You'll pull out the latch. This one's a spring-loaded one, so you'll need to hold it out. And as you slide it in, you'll line both up. Once it's in close, you'll latch it, and at this point, if you pull the front, it will pull away, but the back will not. And then you take this piece right here, slide it in, and there's one small screw that will go there. On the one-piece version, they both engage at the same time, and you place the screw in the same spot, and that'll hold the locking bar in place. And at this point, you are all set. Once you have the finisher latched onto the copier, you'll want to plug the finisher in. Basically, you want to make sure the copier is off, and then you take the cable. You may or may not have this cover tie wrapped in place. Many technicians take it off and toss it. And then right through here, you'll see the connector clicks in place. If you have the cover, again, you can click that in place. If that cover's missing, there's no harm, as long as that connector connects in.